back to HighLowLuxxe, where luxury and style are attainable. We're doing spring trends to try. I love doing trend videos, but these are just a few of my favorite trends that I think are a little easier to integrate into your closet and that I'm just enjoying and loving. So we're gonna get into it. I'll pop up lots of inspiration. I know that's super helpful. I think that's everything. I think I have 10 trends, so we'll go ahead and get into it. This video is in partnership with ThredUp. You guys know I work with them year round. I love ThredUp. I love shopping on the app. They make it super easy. So I have, I think, 4 or 5 of my trends will be ThredUp outfits because they have lots of options. You guys also know I love the Rent the Runway feature on ThredUp. So I also use Rent the Runway, and then Rent the Runway sends pieces to ThredUp so you can shop them there. And they also have a new feature called Shop the Look. So basically they put looks together for you on the website or the app, and you can shop those outfits. So I wanted to go into a bit more detail. So if you click into an outfit that you like, you can see there's lots of outfits curated by different people. This is by Carla Welch. She's a celebrity stylist. There are some people like influencers that have curated outfits, and then there's also just like ThredUp options on here. But there's some pictures, and there's also just like mood boards of outfits. You can click on any of these, and then you can shop the actual items. So I'll show you here. All of the red blazers will come up. So everything that they have on ThredUp as an option that's similar to that outfit is going to come up here. And then same thing with the red pants, the red top, and the red bag. So all of your options are right here. So a really easy way if you have a hard time shopping secondhand or thrifted, or just like on the ThredUp app or online, this will make it super helpful, right? So you can click on this dress. Everything that's similar is populated for you, and you can kind of just shop from there. So really wanted to mention this because I feel like it makes it a lot easier for you to shop. So again, another tool that's great about ThredUp. I also have a 30% off discount code. I'll put it here. You can get 30% off of your first order. So I think that's everything. Let's get into trend number 1. Number 1 is going to be platforms or flatforms. So I did a fall trends video. We talked about platforms. They've been on trend since then, since like early fall, and they're still going strong. I'll pop up inspo of like all of the, when you think of platforms right now, the brands you're thinking of. Versace is kind of leading the way. Valentino is right behind them, and literally every other brand, dupes, there's all the options. But I think for spring and summer, what I'm seeing are flatforms. And I'll pop up pictures if you don't know what that is. But they're basically just more of a casual platform and a more comfortable platform. So instead of, I'll put up pictures, but instead of a more dressy version, a flatform is basically just the big chunky heels. This is very reminiscent of like the 2000s. I think of like Steve Madden when I think flatforms. And I've seen some really cute sandals I have my eye on from Versace. Again, they are just leading the pack. But the flatforms are like giving Bratz doll energy. Listen, I grew up in the 90s, so this is like, I'm all about this trend. I think it's such a fun way to like wear a heel, but it feel a little casual. There's lots of fun colors and textures. I really like this satin strappy pair I'll pop up. But then there's also like more classic versions, like Marni has a pair. Stella McCartney always do flatforms. That's kind of like a part of their brand. I love this one. Easy trend, a continuation from fall with platforms, but going into flatforms. So if you didn't know, now you know. Of course, I'll link lots of options below. And is going to be bold prints or patterns. So there's a lot of variation in this trend, but I feel like the last couple of years have been all about like neutrals and monochrome, and that was very on trend. And now it's all about bold color, bold pattern, bold prints. I have a few options. One is like a animal print, which I feel like hasn't been trending for a while, but that is one of the prints that is. I found this Sally LaPont zebra print dress. I got it for $215.99. So this is more of like a designer brand. The estimated retail is $14.90. So quite the deal, and it's a midi length, which I love. And the zebra print I like that it's not black and white. It's like a nude and black. So I just feel like that is giving like, easy summer chic. But you still have this bold print, but it feels a little more understated. And then the other print that I have to show you is kind of like, again, an early 2000s vibe. It's a Roberto Cavalli dress. And I remember seeing this dress on like famous people. If I can find any like celebrity pictures, I'll pop it up. But it is like this cocktail dress. It has this, it's satin, but it has this really pretty flower motif on it on the side, which is a really big, bold print. Instead of like a print all over, it's just kind of like a big print on the side. And I got it for $179.99. The estimated retail is $1,160. And that's a designer. Roberto Cavalli is very, very much designer. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I'll pop up me styling these, but I'm really, really into, I'm very particular about print, so I have to do this in my own way, and that's my suggestion. Anytime you try any trend, but specifically if it's something that you're really uncomfortable with, I am not a huge print person. I just started wearing color. So when I do a print, again, I'm very particular. So with the Roberto Cavalli dress, I like that it's basically nude. It's black up top, nude at the bottom, and then it has a cool flower motif on the side. So it's still not like bam right in your face, but it's also like an interesting detail. And then with the zebra print, I feel like black and white would have been more bold, but since it's kind of like a nude and black, it's just a little more understated and makes me comfortable to wear it. So the next trend might be my favorite, and it's gonna be relaxed denim and slash cargo style pants. We talked about relaxed denim, oversized denim, 90s denim in the fall trends video. And again, that is continuing on into spring, summer, more light washes, more distress, because that's just such a summer thing. But then also the cargo style, jeans and pants. This is, again, a lot of these trends are very much Y2K, very much 90s, early 2000s vibe. I love it. This is literally like, this is my time to shine. So my style, this is like the trends that I grew up with, and I love it. I'll pop up lots of pictures because this is stuff that I have already been wearing. A lot of my favorite pieces are from H&M. I have found really good pieces. Of course, I'll link below. I just found a pair of cargo pants. They are green. I'm looking right at them. They're green, they're wide leg. My tip for this is to always size up, especially if they're not made like oversized. Just size up. And those I got a size 8, and I'm typically a 6. And then the same thing in like my favorite pair of, I think they're called 90s denim from H&M. Size up to an 8, and they just get more distressed over time. I love this. For this style, if you're into trying like the oversized denim or cargo pants, keep this tip in mind. We talked about this in one of the, I think, styling videos as far as balance in your outfit and proportion. So whenever I'm doing an oversized bottom, I like to do a smaller top. This is a great example. I'm literally wearing the H&M denim that I'm talking about, and I have on a crop top. Now this has more volume than I would typically do because this is so voluminous on the bottom. I would typically keep this a little more streamlined. But as far as the balance or the proportions, that's what I'm talking about. So this is cropped, so I have a little bit of midriff showing, and it kind of just like breaks up my body so that you can see some type of skin, and then you go into like the more voluminous bottoms. Moving on, this I'm really excited. Well, initially I was not excited about it, but hear me out. The next trend is low rise. I know, you're throwing tomatoes at the screen. Hear me out. I too am a high rise lover. I mean, we've been wearing high rise for quite some time now, and I literally said when low rise was coming out, I think last year, I was like, immediately no, like don't even bring it over here. But sometimes high-rise pants are a little restricting, and like, you know, like I would like to breathe. I would like to just let my belly be a little free. And that's something I feel like I was so used to high-rise that once I got the loose pants, right, in the 90s style pants, it was kind of like, wow, this is just a little more comfortable. It's a little more relaxed. And then I tried like some skirts, and I just started to wear them a little lower. Instead of pulling them all the way up, I just started to wear them a little lower. And it's kind of comfy. And it doesn't mean you have to have your whole stomach out. You can just wear a longer shirt. But now I'm kind of into it. So I wanted to share, I know everyone's not gonna be into this one, but I wanted to share, and I feel like the find of all finds from ThredUp. Let me pull up the details, but they are Roberto Cavalli pants. And I know I saw these on celebrities back in the 2000s. I remember it vividly. Wait till you see them. Wait till you see them. They're Roberto Cavalli. They're like, they like tie up. They're very low rise. But again, it's about pairing it with the right top. So when you see how I styled it, I didn't pair it with a crop top like I typically would with denim. I did a longer top that kind of just like has a little midriff showing like a peak. But then it kind of like goes lower on the sides and the back. And it worked out perfectly. So I'm not any more exposed than I normally would be. These I found for $216. Estimated retail is $1,200. And they have the tags on them. Like brand new. And I love them so much. Also, the other thing that I found that goes under low rise is this Mason Margiela skirt. I popped that up as well because I styled it. And again, as soon as I put it on, I like pulled it right up and made it high-waisted. And I was like, no, let's just let it be low. Let's let the tummy free. And again, the way I styled it, I did an oversized shirt and I kind of just tied it up so you really don't see much stomach, but there's a little bit peeking. I got this for $179.99. Estimated retail is $814. And I love this. I love it. I know. I can't even believe the words that are coming out of my mouth. But I found myself wearing other things and just like pulling it down and just try it. It's a little more comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Let your stomach free. Let it be free. Okay. Okay, the next trend is going to be mini skirts and skorts. I know, if you're my age or around my age, you know what a skort is. I recently found out that if you are much younger than me, you don't know what a skort is. I found that out on TikTok when people were like discovering skorts. And we're like, what do you mean? It's not new. They're not new. So yeah, mini skirts I feel like are always kind of in. I think the styling is what's a little different, and I'll pop up some inspo that I've been seeing that's getting me just excited to wear them in different ways. But along with the mini skirt is kind of like how you style it, which is going into spring, summer, like kind of like a pointed toe boot. I know, this is giving 90s. A tall pointed toe boot. I will show an exact outfit and I was like, oh, I want to recreate that. So mini skirts have been in for a while, but skorts, I feel like this has come back mainly out of function. Again, coming out of quarantine, we're used to being comfortable and not having to like fidget and worry about our clothes as much because we're all at home by ourselves. So now that we're out, it's like, yeah, I want to wear a skirt, but also I don't want to have to worry about the wind blowing. I don't want to have to worry about bending down. And a skort solves all of that. If you don't know, sorry, I didn't even say if you don't know, a skort is basically, it looks like a skirt in the front, but it's actually shorts, and you can see, most of the time you can see that they're shorts in the back. The thing about when things are trending, it's not about just hopping on a trend, but if you like something, now it's just gonna be easier to find it. I always say that. That's the exciting thing about trends. If you already know your style and you know like you love wearing a skirt, but you have that problem, you don't like worrying about, you know, having something on short or wearing shorts underneath or just having to pull it down, or if the wind blows, you can stock up on skorts because it won't be, you know, on trend forever. And in a few years, you won't be able to find them in any stores. But right now, they're gonna be available in lots of stores and lots of, you know, different fabrics and designs. So if you're into skorts, this is your time to shine. Next up, this is one that was on trend not that long ago, as far as like years. I wanna say like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, but it's gonna be pleated skirts. I'm sure you feel like they're probably still in, but I feel like they just kind of like phased out, and then like satin skirts and slip skirts became really popular. But now we're going back to the pleated midi skirt, to be exact. And I found a stunner on ThredUp. Let me get the details. But it is beautiful, and it really got me excited to wear midi skirts again, because I got rid of most of my midi skirts because, well, my pleated skirts, because I just wasn't wearing them, and I have literally a closet full of satin skirts. So learn from me, don't get rid of everything. You know, I'm the queen of purging, but things come back around. So, but I found this skirt. It's from a brand called Delphi Collective, or Delphi Collective. I actually never heard of them. And I found it for $121. and the estimated retail price is $3.98. And this skirt is beautiful. It has like a snake skin print on it. It is color blocked. It has like a seafoam green, a pretty pink, a gold color, a really deep blue, a green, literally like panels. You're looking at it, but it is so beautiful. Like, I was so excited when I found it, and I was crossing my fingers that it would fit really nicely, and it fits so beautifully, but it also has so much movement. So I feel like if you still have pleated skirts in your closet, of course, bring them out, restyle them. But I think the tweak with this trend is that there's a little more movement, and then just like interesting details to look for. If that is some type of like faux print on it, or color blocking, or pattern, that's a way to kind of like make it feel a little updated. But honestly, you could style this any kind of way, and I feel like any color, whatever you like. Again, just another great option for spring, summer, when you don't want to wear shorts, when you want to feel a little dressy. Next trend, I say I'm excited about all of them, but obviously they're on the list. That's why they're on the list, because I'm excited about them. But the next one is going to be ornate jewelry. And this honestly is a huge priority for me. You guys know I am the accessory queen. I love accessories. I feel like they add so much to simple outfits, but I am really lacking in the jewelry department, and especially the like statement jewelry department. So I'm building my collection right now, and I think this is a huge trend. So you're seeing more like just cool pieces of jewelry available. This piece is from Vivienne Westwood. I saw it on somebody on TikTok, and I never went to the comment section so quick, because I was like, I know other people have had to ask about the necklace. Like, the video was not about the necklace. So she answered in the comments, and I bought it immediately. I got out of TikTok, went right to the website and purchased it, and I love it. Again, adds so much. I need my pieces to work for me, and that's what Ornate Jewelry does. I'll also pop up a picture of another item I just bought from Zara. It's this really pretty snake necklace, and it's in gold, and it is so pretty. And that's what I have my eye on, especially when, for summer, I feel like jewelry can play such a big part in your wardrobe, because you can't layer and add a coat and like do all the things you can do in fall, winter to like make an outfit feel elevated or feel extra, you know, special. So in the summer, it's like you got on a slip skirt, you know, like the clothes are minimal. So you got to do a lot more with the jewelry and like the statement pieces and accessories, and ornate jewelry can really do everything you need it to. So I'll link some other options. This was the last one. I think I found it on Farfetch. But there's so many variations of this necklace, so I'll link lots of options below. And then just like other things that I found. I found a really pretty necklace on Mango. Again, the one that I found on Zara. So again, that's the great thing about when something is trending. It's not that you just hop on the trend, but it's that it's more readily available for you to purchase, and you don't have to kind of like scour the internet. Like, I feel like every clothing website is gonna have some type of ornate statement jewelry, because that's what's really trending right now. So very excited about that, and I'm hoping to build a nice collection. All right, queens, those are my spring trends to try. Again, not too many, because I don't want to overwhelm you with like things to add to your closet, but I think these are just like a few easy, fun pieces to add, or, you know, you don't have to add all of them. Obviously, you can pick and choose what you think works for you, but I think they make a big impact if you integrate them into your closet. So, and I think they're all very fun, and that's what fashion should be. You know, have fun with color, have fun with prints, textures, proportions, all that stuff. Of course, make sure you check out ThredUp and use my code to save 30% off on your first order. I love using the app. I find it super helpful. You can save things and come back to it, and it's very, very helpful. I'm also going to be doing a designer or dupes video. The first one did really well, and I've already gotten like a few more things that I can compare. So leave, if you have any ideas around designer or dupe things you want me to check out, leave that below as well. I think that's everything. Thanks so much for stopping by. See ya.